Welcome everyone to Day 20, where bad rolls make great role playing. Uh, what can we say? We only got 3 players tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully, Rowan and Vesta will come a bit later. But let's go around with the invisible table and introduce you to our players for tonight, starting with Steve.
I play Shadorim. I'm a blue dragonborn. I'm a paladin of the god Izmir.
Rain.
I'm playing Rue. She's a spore druid and a wood elf who's just looking to have friends.
And last but certainly not least, Jack.
I'm playing Paul, our human rogue, who right at this moment is either being threatened or propositioned, maybe a lovely bit of both.
On that note, the players are ready. The DM is kind of ready for tonight. Let's go on to tonight's adventures, the Sagas of Kaldraa. Last time, the travellers spoke with an unusual pig who found out it was Darrow, the ancient god of order, who wanted to be free in his normal form, to reshape Kaldraa in his way. After a few counterspells, he manages to transform himself into a big boar beast, only to be wrangled down and had the collar put back on him. You were also introduced to Vesta, an elf wizard from the Mage's College, who was sent to retrieve the pig. After a night of drinks and chit-chat, the next morning you decided to go after the Tiefling outlaw gang led by Yoga, the yellow-eyed Tiefling. After defeating them and sending Yoga to prison, you all managed to head back to the Honey Bear Tavern late at night. Could you all add one exhaustion point onto your characters, please?
Okay.
Yep.
Early dawn, Paul feels a cold, sharp blade against his throat, and this is where we go pick up. So, Paul, you've woken up to a cold blade against your throat.
Okay. Can he see who it is?
The blade is kind of obscuring your vision, but you can see at the corner of your eye a red tiefling with white hair.
Ah. I'm assuming this is business and not pleasure. I mean, not that I would mind,
A
but
bit of both, young human. A bit of both. Now,
I mean, I've never done it with blades before. That's a bit kinky for me.
I'm only here to retrieve my sword. Do you mind getting it for me? She's still got the knife to your throat, by the way.
Okay. If I return you your sword and don't call out or let anyone know you're here, we just part our ways peacefully?
Perhaps. I've seen your face, though. Your face does remind me of someone that I've seen, or maybe it was a poster that I saw in Cirta.
Nope, can't have been me. I haven't been there in months.
Could you make a deception, please?
Sure. It'll be a disadvantage because I've got exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
That is a 14.
Ooh. Don't know why I got that. Hang on, sorry. Oh, I got a don't know why that popped up. Okay, I'm gonna go with a 15. She slightly believes you, but she knows your face somewhere, though.
Right.
Are you sure you haven't been to Cirta?
I haven't been there in months, is what I said.
Fascinating.
So, I'm going to need to get up to fetch you your sword. Would you mind letting me up?
She lets you up, but she's still got the knife pointing at you, though, as she follows you across the room.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my hands above my waist where she can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like as if I was holding my hands up.
Yeah.
And just go over to where I've stashed it.
Okay.
So he will slowly, making sure she can see everything he's doing, take out the sword from wherever I've left it.
Ah, there it is. Do you mind throwing it to me, please?
Sure. Do you want the handle end first? Of course you want the handle end first.
Of course I do.
Right. So he's going to try and carefully do that for her, like holding the flat of the blade.
She grabs the handle of the sword and yanks it off you, and she said, "Thank you. Now I best depart. Oh, one more thing. You and your friend should leave this city, or this town, shall I say, very quickly. I did something really naughty."
Oh, I mean, have you framed us?
Kind of. I kind of said that you were going to try and rescue me as a prison break, and here I am.
That's a pretty smart plan.
So the guards are probably after you now, so you probably need to get out of the city soon.
Thank you for the tip. I'm happy to let you leave. I won't rouse the others straight away.
I'll leave. We'll be seeing each other again soon. Paul. And then she suddenly, in a puff of black purple smoke, she disappears.
Well, that could have gone in any number of ways, really, if you think about it. Right, so he's gonna try and wait for, let's give it 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
And go to knock on Shadorim's door.
Okay. So you wait 20 minutes, and then you go off to knock on Shadorim's door.
Okay. I can't move. I can't move the token. So
It's a Tuesday, of course it is. You should be able to now.
great. Yeah. So gone all the way around. And just not too loud, but loud enough that he would be able to hear in that room.
Yep.
Just knock.
Who is it?
It's Paul.
Give it a second. I'll get up, go to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Open it up and say, "What do you want at this time?"
I just had a visitor. Not like that. I'm sorry to say. That woman that we got arrested, she's broken free.
Great.
She held me at knife point, demanded her sword back, on
I'm going to walk
condition...
forward, grab my sword and go, right, where is she?
Don't know. She teleported away. But she was kind enough to let us know she told the guards that it was us who set her free. She's advising that we leave town immediately. And I have to agree.
Why would we capture her then? Let her go? Surely that must make no sense to the guards.
Well, maybe we're in cahoots. Maybe she's bribed us. Adventurers could be capable of any number of stupid ideas.
All right, then we'll best. If you think we should go, you best rouse the others.
Yeah. I'll try and politely get Oh, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten the character's name.
Rue?
Rue. Yeah.
Rue.
I'll go to politely see if I can wake Rue.
Okay.
So, again, firm knock.
Yeah, Rue's only doing what elves do and trance sleeping.
Yeah, trance sleeping, yep.
She's aware of everything around her. Yeah? What seems to be the problem? Hello?
It's Paul. Don't worry, I won't come in. We need to leave. Like, right now, leave. Guards will be trying to arrest us.
Okay. Okay, I can leave. I can leave now. She's gonna hop up. Make sure she's got, do the fury of making sure she's got everything all collected, and she's gonna then bolt herself out the door.
Okay, he's got his hands over his eyes. Please be decent. Please be decent. Please be decent.
She is decent.
Is it okay to look now?
It was fine the entire time. I know I'm weird. I'm not that weird.
Okay. No. It's not my business how you choose to sleep.
I'm not that weird.
Okay. Well, let's... I mean, do you think we should go out the front door?
Well, we're going to wait the others first, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Do you know where they are?
Well, I'm sure they'll be in one of these rooms. I've literally just barged into this room anyway.
Okay.
So you barge into this room, and you see Rowan and Vesta half asleep.
Yeah, I weren't quiet about barging in.
So you
I was
tell
like, hey.
Yeah.
I literally was like, wake up, we got to get going.
So they scramble to get their stuffs and everything. Paul, you knock on Beatrice, Bernice's door and everything, and you tell her what's going on and everything. She grabs her stuff as well.
I'll make it very clear. It's like, no lying this time. It was nothing that I did.
She just gives a. So all of you are now huddling downstairs, getting everything packed and everything, or got all your stuff packed and everything. You do see the tavern keeper carrying boxes downstairs. Oh, you're going already?
We are, so we'll gladly return our keys, but for a little extra, would you mind not telling people that we have?
What do you mean? Are you on the run or something?
We've been framed as jailbreakers.
And you need to get out of the city, yeah?
If you know of a fast way we can do that.
I do. Don't you pay me? I'll show you where to go. So he puts down his box and everything, and he sort of like shuffles. He kind of like it's like a small little jog to the door, and he opens the door and he looks out, and he runs along the street, and he beckons you like to follow him and everything.
Okay, I'm just going to message spell. I think Rowan would be good at this, and say to him, "Do you think we can trust this man?"
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. He seems nice.
Okay, okay, guys, I think this is our best option.
So you're following him to the other end of the street, and he's opening like a manhole cover.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like sliding the manhole cover along, and he's like beckoning you to come down to the sewers and everything.
Right. Before I go outside, I'm just going to use Mask of Many Faces. I'll look exactly the same, except I've got blonde hair and a beard.
Okay. So you're all running to where the sewer hatches and everything, but you look back and Bernice is the last person behind you. She's stopped by 3 guards. None of them have seen you. They've just seen Bernice. She slowly looks at all of you with that sort of her face kind of drops, like she doesn't know what to do, and then suddenly she has a sort of face of confidence in her. You see her cast a cantrip that sends one of the guards flying to the other side, and then she sort of runs to the other direction where the other 2 guards follow her. At this time, the tavern keeper is like trying to hurry you, like, come on, there's no time. If they're after you, come on.
Okay, I'll say to the group, she'll be fine. She's a guard herself.
If we don't really have a choice, then we have to leave her.
Okay. You guys go first. I'm a bit faster than the rest of you.
I'll lead the way down sewers then.
Okay. I'll follow.
I will be preparing the reaction to dodge. In fact, I'll just take the dodge action and just wait until I'm the last one to go down. Yeah.
As you're the last one, the tavern keeper gives you sort of a sealed letter. I got this a few minutes before you came, or you went downstairs. It's from your friend with the armor. He asked me to give you this.
Thank you. You've been a lifesaver, literally.
Now, if you go down the sewers, head east. Head west. Sorry, and you should see an iron door at the other end. You go through that door, and you should be able to get yourself out of the city.
Okay. Let's head to that door then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to hold up the rear while I lead.
Okay.
So you'll go down the sewers. You quickly trek through the sort of sewage, slimy water that is the sewers. Rain, could you make me a perception check, please?
Yep. With disadvantage as well. I don't know how to make it roll with disadvantage.
Just roll it twice, and whichever lowest number is the disadvantage one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on D&D Beyond, you can just right click.
That's too late now. I've done it. Roll twice. There we go. An 18 and a 19, so 18.
18. So it takes you. A minute and a half goes by, and you are at this sort of like T-junction, and you see a sort of an iron, a rusty iron door with a strange symbol on it that can't really make out what it is because it's so rusted over that you can't really make what it is. But you see this iron door right at the other side.
I point it out to everybody else and make sure that they can all see it as well.
Okay. So
yeah, I'll go say, I'll make my way to the door.
Okay, so you all make your way to the rusty door. Who's opening it first?
I said I'll lead in, so I will.
Okay, can you make me a sleight of hand check, please?
Sleight of hand? That disadvantage one.
Yes.
I will give you guidance, so you add a d4 to it.
Okay, well, let's see what I get first. 9 plus a d4, you said?
Mm-hmm.
12 total.
12. So you open the door, but it makes a humongous, loud, like a proper iron door noise, and it echoes throughout the sewers. Like
So that definitely weren't quiet.
It bounces off from every wall possible in the sewers.
Do you think someone heard that?
Let's hope we're the only ones down here.
This kind of has a very lair feel to it, you know?
Well, I mean...
Keep our guard up and then let's and move then.
Okay.
So who's the last one in?
Unless you want to, Rue, I'll bring up the rear again.
Yeah, Rue's terrified. So she's just trying to keep herself safe between everybody.
Yeah, this is kind of like Paul shtick.
Yeah.
Like criminal underworld using sewers to escape.
That's fine, yeah. So who's the last one through the door? Is it you, Rue, or...
Well, it was Paul, wasn't it?
It's Paul, okay. Paul, can you make me a sleight of hand check, please?
I'm quite good at these. Plus 10 at disadvantage.
Do you want guidance?
I think a 19 will be alright.
So you manage to slowly close the door without making a sound, but you do see a slight yellowish glow at the other end of the sewers. So you make sure that the door is quiet as possible, because you believe that there is someone following you.
That's not at all terrifying.
As soon as you shut the door, you are in this sort of damp, naturally formed tunnel. It's very dark unless you have night vision.
Which I do not.
Okay.
I don't.
So if you want to, you can make torches for yourselves, or let Rue follow.
Alright.
Well, I have a couple of torches in my backpack if anyone needs one.
Yeah, that probably would be best.
Okay. Speed instead of stealth.
Well, we need to see where we're going. It won't be very stealthy if we trip over stuff. Looking down at my armour.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm just going to hand a torch out to everyone, and then...
Okay.
Use my tinderbox.
Could you make a survival check for me, please?
All of us?
No, just
Sure.
Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a minus. That's a 2.
2. So
Yep.
you try as you might, try to light this torch, but it does not work. It's either from the cave dripping onto your torch or on your tinderbox, but it's not working.
Oh. In the dark it is then.
In that case, I guess I'm having to take the lead, and whoever wants to take my hand is welcome to take my hand as I take us on a wonderful journey in the darkness.
I'll decide to try and light a torch instead.
Okay. Make me a survival, please.
Okay.
Do you? If you guys want guidance, please just offer it. Just say, because I can just keep doing it.
Yeah, it would help. +0 at disadvantage.
Yeah, guidance. D4. You get a guidance. You get a guidance.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make this.
Oh no.
Again, from the stalagmites, they're dripping onto your torch and making your torch very damp for you to actually light.
The one time I don't take light or anything because everybody else has light.
That's a point. Does Rowan have it?
Light.
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually. Let's have a look. He should do.
Like that was the reason I didn't take it, is because I saw multiple other people had it. I was like, I'm not going to need to use it.
Okay. I think I'm going to try either Rowan or Vesta might have it.
Rowan does have it.
But does he? Okay. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
he sighs at everyone and says, "Stand back," and he just starts casting light onto his staff, and and his little pet crow sort of like goes further into this dark tunnel to have a look, see if there's anything there, and you follow Rowan. It takes you roughly about an hour and 40 minutes to get out of this, to get to the other side. Is there any, at this time, if you'd like to do any role playing, please do so.
I just,
Sorry, you go first.
I'm just a little bit lost. Why would they think that we would do anything?
We're strangers in this town. They don't know whether our intentions are good or bad.
And we don't stand a chance of talking this out.
Well, we've already ran. So I say that gives us makes them doubt our intentions.
Besides, I've been a professional fugitive before. It's easy. He gives a chuckle. Cheer up. Enjoy the irony of being led by the blind.
It's actually quite ironic.
I do my best, thank you. Rowan replies.
Your eyes are literally outside your body in a bird.
Yes, but my bird can see the way, so it's fine.
I know. I'm teasing.
I'm gonna start kind of turning my head and just kind of keeping a look to make sure that we're still fine out the back and no one's coming up behind us.
Make a perception, please.
Yep.
With a disadvantage.
But with guidance on myself,
Oh,
even
of
though.
course,
yeah. There we go. That's how you do it. Even with a disadvantage? Okay. 19 with a disadvantage, and then
Oh wow. Okay. So you look
I
back.
have a +6, and that was without the guidance either, but I think that'll be fine.
So you look back and you don't see anything or anyone following you.
Okay, well, it looks like they haven't figured out where we are for now. That gives us some hope, doesn't it?
Yeah. We need to keep moving now. This is not deep enough.
Let's get a move on then. We don't want them or anyone catching up.
I know we're all tired and we need to rest as soon as possible, but trust me, this is not safe enough.
I'm in agreement. I'm used to having to run away. Doesn't mean I like it, though.
So, after an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, you see a light from up above, but you see this very sort of like a cliff edge, which is very steep to climb just by walking.
How high up?
I'd say about 8 feet high.
Okay. That's not impossible. Did I... Yes, I did take one. So, I'm going to attempt to successfully hook my grappling hook by throwing onto the ledge.
Okay. And you managed to climb up the ledge to the other side, up to the top.
Okay, I'll leave the rope dangling for the others.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow up behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send Rowan up and let's do it, and then I'll come up.
Okay. So you'll manage to get up onto the top of this edge cliff, or this cliff edge, and you manage to walk out of the small cave, and you come out to a rocky moss landscape. Which you'll see on roll 20.
Do we recognize the kind of terrain? Like, is this... Have we been around? Sorry.
Yeah, this is still where you're basically about 4 or 5 miles outskirts of Moonspell, which you can see from this high hilltop, and you can see a road going towards where you're supposed to go, in towards the Shadow Woods.
Okay.
And it's early morning as well, so the sun is rising quite well, and it's sort of the sun, as you come out of the cave, the sun warms your skin as soon as you come out after being in the cold, damp tunnel, which gives you a sort of a breath of fresh air after being in that long, damp tunnel.
Okay, who votes that we make camp in the open, or should we find somewhere more concealed?
Probably find somewhere more concealed.
I agree. If they're looking for us, and if they were following through its cave, best to get
I
away
think
from
we're
it.
just going to have to keep pushing. Like, they're probably going to expect us to rest. If we keep pushing, it's only going to add more space.
I agree.
Because they're they're probably going to stop to, keep looking, expecting us to have camped nearby. If we can push through for as long as possible, we might be able to go on the slip.
All right. With it being light now, if I get as much elevation as possible, just do a 360 look. Can I see like any structures, ruins?
You see some ruins nearby on the road to the next town that you assume it is, which is the road going into the Shadow Woods or going near the Shadow Woods and everything. Apart from that, there's nothing else. There's a lot of mountainous hills you can see in the distance and everything, as well as the beginning of the Shadow Woods as well that you see in the far distance.
Okay, so gang, unless we find like a potentially monster-ridden cave, I say that we stay in those potentially monster-ridden ruins.
I don't think we have too much of a choice at this point.
No, I don't think we do. Well, if they are monster ridden, they won't be for long.
So you're heading to the ruins, are you?
Yes.
Okay. It takes you about 6 or 7 hours to get there on this rocky terrain, but you managed to get to this very ancient elvish ruins that you've now entered. It seems almost like a small temple for what you gather, but it's so run that it's you can't make out what type of temple it is because it's overgrown with moss and vines and other plant life as well, but you can tell it's some sort of holy place that they used to worship in.
Right. Bear with me, guys. I'm just testing a theory. So he'll take out a dagger, look for like a vine or just something nice and sturdy, and see what happens if he just puts a cut in it.
What, into the vine?
Yeah.
Okay. So you cut a piece of vine off, and it's just a normal vine.
Okay, well, it's not animated plants, so...
I mean, do you want me to have a look around? This is kind of my thing.
Yes, of course. That would have been the smart thing to do.
You just seem to be having so much fun taking the lead. I was just gonna wait to see if you remembered that I really like plants.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not thinking as clearly as usual.
It's what happens when you're tired. It's fine. Can I do just like a general nature check just to sort of get a vibe
Sure.
of what's around? I don't have the ability to talk to plants today. But with disadvantage. Yeah, dirty 20 there.
30-20. Okay, so you managed to look
That was
around.
very nearly a 2.
Ooh, really? So you look around this very ancient ruin, and you can tell it was made by your ancestors very, very long time ago, but it's left into ruin and been taken over by nature itself. What are you trying to find out, or are you just having a look around?
I'm just I'm trying to understand a little bit about the plant life around here, sort of anything I sort of can really about just, is the area itself safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Oh, yeah,
Potentially,
it's safe. Yeah, safe.
potentially also, is there like any like animals by or anything I basically can?
There's a few, couple of like swallows nesting in one of the young trees that's been growing through the temple, but no other animal lives there.
I feel okay about this place. I just feel safe for now.
Then let's get some rest. I think we all need it. I'll keep first watch though. You never know.
Just to let you guys know, it is late afternoon, so you've got some time to just plan out what you want to do for the rest of the next few days. Just to let you know.
I mean, once I get some rest, I might be able to look into some things. We could stay here for a few days and lay low, hope that they don't find us, or we can continue moving on.
Yeah, that's no problem with that. Then let's. Well, we know we've got to head to the woods, so.
Well, if we get some rest now, we'll be able to move in the dark. Except, probably not a great idea to go into somewhere called the Shadow Woods at night.
Probably not.
How far away are the Shadow Woods from us now?
You're about, I would say, a three-day journey from the Shadow Woods.
Yeah, I think that's a safe enough distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least when it's dark, if anybody is coming, we'll see their torchlight if they are using it.
Okay, well, unless anyone has any objections, I'll take the last watch.
I can take a watch as well, if there's a need for another watch. I don't need that much sleep.
I'll take first watch while everyone gets ready now then.
Okay.
Obviously, whilst he sleeps, the mask of many faces will wear off. Because I have to be concentrating on it.
Of course, yeah.
And, well, it doesn't last that long anyway. You know, you have to keep recasting it.
Okay, so Shadorim, you're taking first watch. Could you roll me a perception, please?
8.
You're kind of distracted of what happened of the day's events, so you didn't really see, you haven't really noticed anything much within your watch.
Yeah, that's not fair. Don't help that I'm -2 in wisdom.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, after you watch, you wake up the next. Is it Jack or is it?
I took Rue.
It's Rue.
Yeah,
So you tell Rue that it's time for her next watch. Could you make me a perception, please, Rue?
Yes, I can make a perception. I'm still at disadvantage at this point, aren't I?
Yes, until the morning.
Yeah. 8.
Again, like with Shadorim, you're distracted after today's events of what's happened. You have been trying to look for Fitzroy, but you haven't seen him at all, and a little bit worried about what's happened to him. And that's kind of distracted you as well. After your
But she's also like just more staring at the area around her and trying to figure out how it came to ruin.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Distracted.
Okay, yeah. You don't know how it became a ruin, this great temple, but unfortunately it's been left for so many centuries. It's just been taken over by nature.
Yeah. And then I'll just wait until the end of my watch.
Okay, and then is it Jack's last turn?
Jack's last turn, yeah.
Okay, you wake Jack up.
I didn't do it. It was Peter.
Are you good?
Yeah. Bad dream.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. I won't push you.
Okay, so he'll get up and do his part of the watch.
Can you make me a perception, please?
I can. 18. Not bad.
Wow. So you've kept an eye throughout the night, and despite of today's events and everything, and you holding this letter that the townkeeper gave you, you dare not read it. But you have not seen your friend Fitzroy either.
Yeah, Paul's got separation anxiety.
Yeah.
Very valid.
But you do see a cloaked figure coming through this arch, what's left of the doorway of this temple, walking slowly to you with this sort of very majestic staff that he's holding.
Okay.
He's got his hood up, but all you can see is this really short auburn brown beard that he has.
Okay. He's gonna take out a dagger.
Okay.
And just say quietly to the figure, speak your intentions.
Ho ho. Well, hello there. I did not mean to alarm you, Paul.
Do I recognize the voice?
No you don't.
What makes you think that's my name?
Come now. I know your name. I know everyone's name in this party, or what's left of it.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage there. You're just not going to tell me, are you?
Oh, sorry, I've been distracted. My name, you'll learn my name soon. But for now, we need to talk. As he sits next to on this quite big rock on the edge of the camp fire. I hope you're making your way to the Shadow Woods.
Eventually, yes.
Well, I need you to get there quickly as possible.
And why would we do anything that you need from us?
Well, because you need to finish this, or should I say rather, you need to collect the next crystal.
Okay. What's the deal here? How do you know so much about us and what we're doing?
I will reveal everything to you when the time comes.
Okay. I don't like all this mysterious humbo-jumbo, but I suppose I'll just have to wait.
I think the two new party members need to know what you're doing. And I'll wait for you.
Okay.
And I'll find you when you enter the Shadow Woods, and we will speak again there. But his power and his influence is growing. The Order of Drakon is growing.
Oh, great.
So you need to basically, I need to put a kick up your ass. How about that?
Okay. I don't know if the others will believe me, but I'll tell them.
I appreciate that, poor Betteridge.
I really hate when you do that.
Why? That's your name, isn't it?
It's not a safe name everywhere.
No, you've had some trouble past, haven't you? But, and he puts his little finger to his nose over. Let's keep that a secret, yeah?
Yes, I haven't actually explained to everyone that business.
But you'd have explained to your former love interest, yes?
Yes, the Dragonborn knows.
Keith will come back, I'm sure.
Okay. When we meet you at the Shadow Woods, you better have some good explanation as to how you know all this.
Oh, I will, don't you worry, my boy. Until then, and he walks out of the ruins and everything. As soon as he does, you notice that the sun comes up and the sunbeams gleam onto him, and you do see a little bit of that he's sparkling in the sunlight, and they somehow disappears. A few minutes
God.
later,
Sorry.
the others wake up and say good morning to you and all that, whilst you're getting your head around this.
God save us from mysterious men who know everything about us.
Well, that was a thing to wake up to.
Okay. During the last part of my watch, this bearded, robed stranger, you know, like all the fancy mystical men are, approached me. He knew my name. He claimed to know everybody's name. And that he needs us to travel to the Shadow Woods quickly. The Order of Drakon, he says, is growing. And so we need to find these crystals.
Rue looks very confused and almost like she is completely lost.
Okay, so we might have mentioned that we were ambushed in our sleep. That seems to happen to me a great deal, for some reason. And they revealed themselves to be the Cult of Drakon, or the Order of Drakon. We managed to defeat them and escape, but they're becoming a growing threat. and I think they're becoming more aware of us.
So, you guys want to stop the cult?
They are an evil clandestine organization with people hidden at the highest echelons of power. I think it would be a good thing for the world, you know?
Okay, I can get aboard that.
Just, could you do me one more favour?
Sure.
I'm going to hand the letter to Rue and say, the tavern keeper gave me this, said it came from Fitzroy, but with all the people we're losing, I haven't had the heart to read it.
Okay. Do you want me to, or...?
No, I'm handing it to you so that someone else can read it.
Do you want it read aloud, or do you want it kept quiet and then the contents given to you later?
May as well tell everybody. I'm getting a little tired of secrets.
Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna open the letter.
Okay. And I'm gonna read it in try to read it in the style of Fitzroy Harrigon.
Okay.
Greetings, chaps. I'm sorry about all this, but I must depart from you for a little while. Going back home to Dawn-Crest to fix Alexander and all that. Did like how those creepy elven twins did to my beloved sword, and I do think they are secretly fucking. But never fear, once my sword is back to normal, I will catch up with you fine-looking people. Best of luck, your dear friend, Fitzroy.
I flipped the paper over my hands a few times and sort of have it up to the light and just making sure there's nothing secret in it.
No, there's nothing secret in it.
Okay, Paul is facing away from everybody, and on this sunny day, just says out, "This damn rain. It means he's crying."
I know it's hard to lose the people that you grow to care about.
Well, he said he'd be back, so let's hope he gets that sorted.
It never gets any easier. I left behind all of my friends in Dovalonia. I don't even know if they're safe. And now all of us keep leaving?
I don't plan on going anywhere. You guys are the first people that I could even consider friends. I won't leave.
Thanks, Rue.
And you're stuck with me, so don't worry.
Oh, that's good. You know, you're the last one that was here when I joined.
Yeah. I know, it's a hard journey.
So, I may as well come clean in the spirit of friendship. I had to abandon Cirta and flee the country in a similar but different kind of circumstance. I was helping to organize the sabotage of the Cirta mill. It was discovered that I was a ringleader. For my own safety, and because I was the only one who knew all of the cell members, I smuggled myself out on the next ship I could, and I've been running from it ever since.
Okay. Well, we can work on that.
Well, we shall see. It's a long way to Dovalonia, and I'm not sure it would be safe for me to return anyway. But there must be some other way. Except the minuscule detail that I am absolutely guilty.
Everyone's guilty of something at the end of the day.
What an odd thing to say.
But you're not telling me that I'm wrong.
Yeah. It's just a bit much to suspect you've gotten all your friends and colleagues incarcerated. But
I don't know that one for definite.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'd keep positive. You got out for their safety. So.
And some of them are rogues and criminals, like myself. So they might be more skilled at being able to evade the guard.
I'm sure over time, with the right amount of coin or something, we might be able to make inquiries without giving yourself away.
If needs be, I can always change my face. I haven't been using that trick a lot recently. Yeah, he's gonna try and do something weird to lighten the mood. Let me just try something. So what he's gonna try and do, look exactly the same in every other regard, but make his face look like it's a blank skull.
Okay.
Like, just that all the skin and tissue's been taken off it.
Alright, yeah.
I just say to the party in this gruesome form, do you think I look pretty?
You're talking to a person that has the ability to make friends that are no longer living. This isn't scary to me. This is normal. This is fine.
We had a friend who was able to do that. We never got to see her have her fun with it.
Where I'm from, it's kind of a thing. There's a lot of fighting. I don't think I have a home to go back to anymore.
He turns back into his usual self. Well, I'm no religious type, so I don't have many qualms about it. It's just a body. The soul's already gone.
It all depends on how you use it, really.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of a last, or at least the way I've always seen it. You get taken down in battle by the enemy, and then your body gets to rise up from the dead to potentially take out that person as a last screw you.
Can you be certain it's the same soul each time? Or is it like filling a cup with a different liquid?
I don't know. I don't know. Truth be told, I know how to do it. I've never actually done it. It's something that a lot of my people have done. It's something I've seen my family do. It's something I grew up around, but I never really got the opportunity.
I remember when Durham rose somebody from the dead. They had all their own memories. Maybe he was using a different spell, I'm not sure. Durham is our... Well, rest his soul. He was our friend. God, I sound like such a sad sack today.
It's to be expected. It's a difficult day. we've lost people. We don't know if we're going to get them back.
Well, I'm sure that Bernice will be able to get herself safe. She was very friendly with the law.
Doesn't mean to say that she's going to come back, though.
No. Her superiors might choose to discipline her, decide that she can no longer travel with us. Anyway, what's our next move?
Well, you have to do what the strange weird men that keep coming to you at night, which is definitely not suspicious at all.
Oh, did I mention that he sparkled? Yeah, as the sunlight hit him, he sparkled.
Either you've come across some very strange mushrooms, in which case, probably give them to me to identify first, or that is the most pretentious person that could possibly come along.
Pretentious? Hi, I'm Paul Betteridge. You may have met me.
Does explain a lot if it was a hallucination of yours.
He said he'll meet us at the Shadowwood, where he will explain everything. God, haven't I heard that before?
So, I guess we better make a move. It's the only lead we've got so far.
Yeah.
Everybody rested up.
Mm-hmm.
Have we lost our exhaustion?
Yes, you have. Now.
Yay!
So you all pack up. You've had some of your rations. Can you take one ration off your item sheet, please?
Yep.
And then
Oh.
I take you all heading to where are you going next?
Big scary place, which I feel like many of us don't actually really want to go to.
It's in the right direction to get us further away from Moonspell.
No, that too.
So are you heading to the next town, or are you just going straight to the Shadowwoods?
Probably straight to the Shadowwoods, I'd assume.
I'm just going to suggest to the party that they check their inventories and that they've got enough rations for the journey, right, to the woods and then to the next town.
So I would suggest going to Crowhelm first and then go to Shadowwoods, but that's up to you.
I've only got 2 rations left.
I have 6.
I mean, I'm pretty much untouched at this point.
Well, if you prefer that we try the town first, then we can make sure that we are properly equipped. We don't know what's going to happen when we get in there.
That is true.
Cheer up! We get to go shopping!
Oh.
Well, we might as well then. I'll pick up some rations on the way.
So.
Yeah. So that's our plan, but I am going to be just have the short bow ready in case I see something that we could potentially hunt.
Okay, yeah, sure. Along the way to Crowtown, which will take you about 6 hours of where you are at the moment. Can you make me a nature check, please?
Yep. I knew I should have taken this expertise. That is 14.
14. Okay, nice. do a little roll myself. This could be interesting. Right. Where can I roll this? Roll this on. Right, so I'm going to roll a 12. So you've managed to get. You managed to hunt a fox.
Oh, great. Well, if we're desperate, I mean, you shouldn't really be. You shouldn't really be eating predators. And
no, but along
I
the
really
way,
hate foxes.
you saw a fox and you thought, "Oh, this is good for some rations," and you managed to shoot it and skin it and take what meat you can get off it.
Does anyone have the spell that makes food safe?
Let me check out my spell. Okay. What do you mean, purify food and drink?
Well, I know that, but Paul wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't have it prepared.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can just because you just need to meditate, don't you? And then you can.
It's a full long rest.
Right. Okay.
You do it tomorrow, it shouldn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll keep.
I'll make sure I've got that spell I'll have that spell ready for tomorrow then.
Yeah. I'll wait, obviously, till we make camp, but just to be extra sure, I'll just char the outside of it.
Yeah.
You know, make it less tempting for scavengers.
Yeah, that's fine. So, you've now got yourself a fox, and you're now heading to this small, unnerving town of Crow's Helm. And this is where we're going to take a 5-10 minute break, everyone.
Yep, that's okay.
So we can stretch our legs and have a drink.
Cool.
So you've all entered the small yet dingy town of Crowshelm.
Looks
As,
delightful.
as you all walk through the main gates and head more into the town centre, you've noticed a lot of people are staring at you and kind of ushering their family members or children away back into the houses.
I don't like this.
And
Yeah.
you also see people closing their shutters in. As soon as they see you, they close their shutters on you, and they kind of like move away from you guys.
Doesn't look like we'll welcome you.
Well, either they've heard bad reports of us, or they've had trouble with strangers coming through.
Either way, I'm really wishing that I wasn't elf right now and was maybe an animal of some description, but I think it's too late for me to do anything about that.
Well, let's just grab our supplies quick. Don't fancy getting into more trouble than we are.
Is there... Can we kind of look around for something like a bookstore or a library where we might find a city map?
Yes, hang on a second. I will do that for you now.
Is there like a town notice board or anything?
At the moment, you can't see any notice boards at the moment. I'm trying to find the map for Crow's Helm. Where did I put that? God, where is it? Okay, talk amongst yourselves whilst I find this, because I feel a bit awkward.
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. Am I still good DM?
You're still an amazing DM. It's fine. This entire thing isn't new.
No, it's just one of them things, I guess. But right, okay. I'm just gonna post up the what there is in town.
Okay.
Mappy maps.
Mappy map.
I'm trying to find the map for it as well.
Okay. So number 6 is the library.
Aha. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Wouldn't it be in your library of images?
I'm
On
looking
roll
for it
20.
now, and
Okay, yeah.
it is, but I'm trying to put it up on whatchamacallit. Try to put up on roll on Discord for you guys. Let's see.
I mean, if you can't find it, you can also go into edit map and just copy the image.
Could do.
Well, I just took a screenshot if you want that.
Could do.
I can post it up now, save you looking.
Okay, go for it. Right, there it is. Okay, so there's Crow's Helm.
Okay.
I'll be heading to the general store anyway to top up on my rations.
Okay.
Once I grab some money off Paul.
Whilst the atmosphere's a bit tense, everyone, I'm not comfortable about us splitting up.
I'm in agreement.
That's fair.
Besides, if I don't come along, you won't have any money.
Where we going to number 6 and number 7? Nowhere near each other. Okay.
Well, I guess trying to find a library first makes more sense because we wouldn't know where anything else is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's keep a lookout for a library then.
I'm also keeping an eye out for any notice board, that usually contain like town news and stuff like that.
Can you make a perception, please, then, Shadorim?
Yep. $11.
So you head to the town square, and you do see a small notice board with a few news articles and some other notices on there as well. As you get a bit closer, you notice there's a lot of missing people on the notice boards.
Yeah, I'll take that in. I'm also looking for if there's any news of us or anything like that.
Of what, sorry?
Like any news of us, if...
No, there's no news about you guys on there.
Well, that's reassuring.
It seems that's most likely their concern. Strangers have been causing people to go missing.
Well, if we could always find out more of it. It might, with them being so close to the Shadow was.
Yeah.
We don't want to be heading in there if there's even though we still have to go there, but better if we got a heads up if people have been going missing there in that area.
Into the woods we have to go. Well, have I noticed the library nearby?
Yes, you have, yeah. You see a library nearby.
Okay. Let's see how we're received. Libraries are expected to be at least welcoming, if not friendly.
I hope so.
Okay, I'm going to lead the way into the library.
Okay, so you head into the library, and at the librarian desk you see very unusual looking furbolg there, stamping some books that's just come in.
Okay.
He's male. He's male.
Right,
with,
yeah.
With a creamy light brown fur.
Are we on morning or afternoon?
You are in the morning. This is about
Right.
above table will be about 10 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to the counter, just like casual stroll.
Yep.
And say quietly, library. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. We're a travelling group of adventurers. We just need to stock up on some items. Could you provide us with a map?
Oh, the town or the county?
Just the town will be enough for now.
And he goes off to one of the drawers and everything and pulls out a little map for you and everything. There you go.
How tall is this furball?
Oh, quite tall. He's about 7 foot.
Yeah, Rue's kind of having to take like a few steps back just to be able to kind of like meet his eyes.
There you go.
Like next crane.
Yeah.
Is there any charge?
1 crown, please, for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him the money.
Thank you very much.
You don't have to answer if you're not comfortable with it, but we've noticed that people are very wary of us.
They're not wary of you, they're wary of new people. A lot of strange folk have been coming and going around Crow's Helm.
Okay.
Some say there's they do mysterious things at night.
Things?
Over at the old at the Ring of Stone, just north of Crow's Helm.
Now, would these be kind of robe-wearing guys? A few golden masks that are unusual looking?
Well, they don't wear golden masks, I have to say, but I keep myself away from those type of rumours and hearsay and everything. But there have been some strange things happening, like youngsters going missing throughout the town and nearby farmsteads.
Is there any kind of reward or requested aid?
That's the thing. There's no reward at all. We've just, no other people been sweeping it under carpet like it's never happened before.
And the local town leader, they're just all right with this.
The Lord doesn't really care, to be honest with you, for as far as I can tell. But I don't, like I said, I don't take politics very well. So. Let's talk to Brother Summer Isle, though, about it.
Where might we find him?
He might be at one of the graveyards at the moment. He takes care of certain things. If you know
Certain
what I mean.
things.
Well, he takes care of the dead around here. He's also head of the Firehair Temple.
So, I mean, is it just kind of grave tending, or the kind of dead that start getting up and moving around again?
He's not a necromancer, I don't think so. He's
no. I assumed he was a holy man.
Yes, he's a holy man, yes. But he takes care of certain things. Like taking care of the dead. But he knows more about certain things like that than I do.
Well, thank you very much. We may make some inquiries in our time here. I only have to say that we are pressed for time and must be shortly moving on. But if we can help, we will.
Okay.
For we are the travellers of desperate roads, and we help the common folk.
That's an interesting name and a very bold statement, but maybe you can help them. But just be wary that normal folk don't really tend to talk to strangers because of what's happening, yeah?
We'll do our best not to go where we're not welcome. To be honest with you, it might help to build up more of a name for ourselves. We're quite newly established as a group.
Well, if you can help, you can help.
Yes. And you've been very helpful for us. Thank you.
No, thank you for taking some time out.
Okay. And just look around the rest of the group if they want to ask or do anything.
Well, I want to go to the general store. Top up on the supplies.
Okay.
Right. As we're leaving, just say to everyone, at least I didn't mistake him for a woman this time.
See? Improvements. Although he was very tall.
Does Paul know about the nature of furbolgs?
Make a history check, please.
Okay. Bearing in mind that he is always drawn to exotic races.
Yes, that's fair.
So 15.
15. So you know a bit about the furbolgs, that they originate from Orath in the olden times. But up since the migration of humans and elves and other races around Kaldraa, they seem to have spread out throughout the land, all throughout the world, and they've either ended up staying in Orath or moved around.
Well, I would expect he would be, Rue. They are giant kin.
Just very, very tall. Made me feel very small. We go there again, I'm going to need a stepladder. Starting to hurt my neck looking up at him.
I wouldn't say small. Elegant and graceful.
No, I know I'm short. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, let's go and stock up.
Okay, so you head to the general store, which is Madame Night River's general store. You enter it, and there's a very sort of almost more dingy than the actual town itself. There's a lot of candles lit. There's incense burning on the tables and everything. There's quite a lot of other unusual items around, as well as normal items like I would say spades, pots and pans, everything else like that. But there's also strange skulls as well, like animal skulls about. And you look over and you see this very old, watered nose human staring at you, like with that sort of like teeth, like a grinning Cheshire cat, but with hardly any teeth, and they're very yellow and disgusting. Can I help you?
Morning, yeah. So we're after some rations.
Oh, I got plenty of rations if you need some. I'll go grab some. Anything else you want from my lovely little shop?
We'll have a look around, and we'll let you know when you're back.
And she goes out the back, and her door that leads from the back room to the shop, everything has these like sort of like weird beads coming down that she like pulls it open, and she goes into it. But actually, could you all make me a perception check, please?
Perception, yep.
14.
19.
Ooh, okay, you all notice that these beads are like little small skulls, sort of like sewn onto, like sort of like sewn together to make this sort of like curtain of beads.
That's it.
Well, this place is different.
Yeah, there's
Can
a
I
very dead animal motif.
can I identify what skull, like what creature those kind of skulls belong to?
You can, yes. Make me an Arcana check, please.
An Arcana check. Not Root Strong Point. That's 5.
You have no idea what these little skulls are.
They're little skulls.
They're little skulls. So she comes back with sort of like, I wouldn't say a box, but like a crate full of rations for you lot. So how many do you need? I've got a big crate full of normal food for you lot to have.
Any of you two need any?
Yeah, I'll go for 4.
4, okay.
Oh, I'll have 5.
5, okay. And what about the young elf there?
Rue's trying to figure out what she means by normal. And when wouldn't rations be normal?
Is everything okay, little elf?
I'll pass. I'm okay.
Okay. So that's 9 crowns, please.
Okay. He gets the party's purse out,
Mm-hmm.
and pays her the money.
Mm-hmm.
Are these standard ration packs? There's not anything unusual about them.
Of course not. There's standard food in them.
Okay. Good.
I assure you, there's nothing wrong with them.
Rue is getting more and more unnerved by this woman. Could you please do an insight check?
Yes, you can.
That's a 10.
You feel like her tone of voice that something is wrong with the rations that they gave you, that she's given to the others, but you can't tell what it is.
I'm also really annoyed because it looked like it got stuck in the corner of my screen.
Well, really?
Yeah, that's fine. I do not. I'm. Yeah. She just kind of is slowly looking at those rations with more and more disgust, kind of trying to be polite and not outrightly call her out, but without like trying to make it clear to her friends that don't take them.
Is there anything else you need from my little shop?
Is there anything of interest that we can see?
Just basically normal adventuring gear. Like there's climbers gear, there's blankets, bed rolls, there's flasks, and it's basically normal, adventuring gear around, as well as weird skulls and candles and everything.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and just like test the water with her.
Okay.
And say, well, actually, I'm a studier of the alchemical arts, poisons.
Yeah. Poisons, you say?
Would you have anything potent that I could use to brew a poison?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Say what you want then. What would you like?
Well, what would you recommend for a particularly strong poison?
I'm not a herbalist myself. But I would say some deadly nightshades would help, and a dead man's toe.
Is that a flower or a literal old fellow's toe?
It's literally a flower. Why would I say about a dead man's toe? Literally a dead man's toe. That's crazy.
Go ahead.
I make no judgments about what people choose to use in their brews.
I was going to say, with Rue's proficiency in poisonous kit, how much bullshit is this woman talking right now?
She's telling half-truths at the moment. That's all you can make out. Like, you do know that dead man's toe and deadly nightshades are good for making quite potent poisons. But you can tell that she's holding back on some things.
Rue's eyes are just sort of narrow daggers at this point at her. I not trust. But you guys can trust. But I don't.
Why do you not trust me? I tell the truth. I'm not a herbalist myself, but that's what I've heard.
You're hiding something, and I don't know what.
Why would I hide things?
Yeah, that's it. That's my question to you. Why would you hide things?
I'm just a normal shopkeeper.
Paul looks around at all the various skulls that she's got on display and just kind of shrugs. Like, what do you mean, you're a normal shopkeeper? This ain't normal.
They're just decorations, dearie.
Are they real?
Are you asking me or asking
He is asking the woman of advanced years. Let's not assume anything about her.
Of course they're real. I collect things. And they're just for decoration, dear. No one else in the town minds.
Right. Anyone want to do or say anything else with her?
I don't want to be anywhere around her. Rue knows that her herself is creepy, yet she's found someone that's more creepy than her, and she doesn't like it.
Would Shadorim picked up on that? She would hide in anything. Because obviously he wouldn't.
Make me a perception check from that. Actually, no, make an insight. Sorry, yeah, make an insight as well.
8.
8. Okay, so you do feel that she's hiding something, but you can't tell what it is.
I'm just gonna go out of and just go. Come now, you must have something better than those. And just try and persuade her.
Well, I'm not a herbalist, but maybe talk to a herbalist about poisons and stuff like that.
No, well, I was trying to nicely persuade her, but she don't want to let go. Then what she's hiding, then let's move on. If everybody else wants to.
Sure. There's something I need to do to help, both myself and Shadorim. So I'll wait till we're outside, and say to Shadorim, before you mix those up with your other rations, it'll bring out the piece of chalk that he's got. And are they kind of wrapped in cloth? Are they in bags?
They're in little, they're in cloths.
Right. I'll just put a cross. Just mark the ones we've just bought with a cross so that we know which ones are Madam Night Rivers.
Good idea. Once we've had a rest and I can get that spell prepared there, I'll give him a once over with the detect and purify.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I don't like her. I want to go back to the tall person.
Hang on a minute. You raised the dead and you found her creepy.
Yeah, I mean that should say something.
Yeah.
If someone like me finds her creepy, she'll probably be running.
I'm probably just too desensitized to weirdness at this point.
I can tell when you went on ahead and offered to let me adventure with you.
Paul, do you want to go see the alchemist or the priest or anything?
I think speaking to the holy man would be a good idea. I was more probing her to tell what she was really proficient in.
With the loss of some of our party members, how are we looking in terms of being able to recover in battle?
I have two normal potions of healing, and I've got cure wounds and lay on hands. That's all the healing I can do.
I've got 2 potions. That's it. I'm a rogue. I don't heal.
I've got the ability to use healing magic. So are we good on that front, or do we want to...
We've also got Rowan. He can do healing magic.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, all my healing magics are all the up close touch version. I've nothing
And
I can heal from ranged.
And just to pass comment on this, it looks like we've now got 3 people in the party who can make poisons.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
I can make poisons.
Oh god, yeah, you can.
More... Rue just has a lot of knowledge of poisons. I figured it makes sense above table.
And of course, Paul doesn't fight fair, so he'd love to have poisons.
I mean, we could look into it. I don't have any of my stuff to be able to make him. And I really don't want to go back in there, but...
Well, it didn't seem like she wanted to sell us any ingredients. If you're really interested, we could try the alchemist. I do have all of the equipment if you wanted to borrow it.
I mean, collectively, we could go on ahead and make some should we decide we need it. Might be handy to have some nearby.
Yeah. When I've got a few spare hours, I'll have to consult my book on just how long it should be brewed for.
Hello. As much as I hate to admit it, we're about to go into somewhere that feels like it's going to be very unwelcoming, and you also have this entire cult behind you.
Uh-huh. And a mysterious man who seems to know a lot about our business.
Plus, we're now potentially... you're already wanted in one place, now we're potentially wanted in other places.
I mean, I'm technically wanted in 3 countries now.
Yeah. Might be good just to have them for worst case scenario.
When I have the time to brew them, perhaps you can help.
I'd like that.
Okay. Where would you like to go next, guys?
Either to the priest, or we can have a look for some ingredients.
Don't mind either.
Yeah, I think if we try and catch the priest as early in the day as possible.
That would probably be better, yeah.
So, you're going to see the priest first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yep.
you head to one of the grave sites, which I'm going to say it is the east side graveyard, and you see a couple of sort of lowly peasants putting this wooden coffin into the ground, and you see this very tall but crooked looking monk wearing black robes with sort of like a heavy iron chain around his neck and everything. As he turns around to see you, you see a very long, pale face staring at you, but with short, wild, red hair staring at you. And he puts his hand up to greet you, sir. Good morning! How are we doing today?
Are we addressing Brother Summerisle?
That is me.
Good morning.
I have to say, I've never thought to see you new people in this town before, but it's very welcoming to see you. Welcome.
Well, the librarian mentioned you might know something about what's been happening, the disappearances.
The disappearance, yes. That is a terrible thing that's happening. This poor victim was the last one that we found. We're just burying her body now. It's a terrible shame.
He kind of squints at him,
Yep.
like eyeing his outfit.
Yep.
That's an unusual dress for a holy man.
Well, you know, the heavy iron chain is my sort of burden to bear for the sins I carry.
Ah, I'm not a holy man myself, but who do you worship?
I worship the Firehair, as I come from the temple there.
I would ask if I know anything about that, but I probably do not.
Let me find out for you. Where is it? I thought it was on here. Okay, bear with me. I thought it was on Law and Order, but it's not.
Right, just as we're in an edited out kind of bit,
Yep.
how much longer are we playing till?
Only for another 20, 30 minutes.
I might have to go a bit early than that because, with the stress and worrying, I'm starting to really flag.
What for? The stress and worry about work, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up soon, okay? And then
Alright.
And then we'll get going. So he talks about his temple and his the god that he worships, everything. Sorry, Paul, I'm trying to. Yes, so he worships Soon, the Lady Firehair, the goddess of beauty and love, which is very unusual because you've heard about this religion before, but they don't dress how he dresses. Soon is the embodiment of love and forgiveness, but I also have to tend to the bodies as well, as the priest of the Temple of the Dead has gone missing as well, as you probably have heard.
Okay, he's going to message at Rue. So only you can hear this, but you can respond. What do you know about this goddess?
Does Rue know anything? I mean, Rue's pretty sheltered, so probably nothing.
A religion check, please.
Oh, okay. She knows.
23. Okay.
Somehow.
So you know a lot about Soon, the Lady Firehair, goddess of beauty and love. They're worshipped by lovers, artists, and half-elves, and bards as well. Throughout the Empire, but she's also worshipped in other places in Orath as well, the continent next door to Terrafell. And you have seen priests and priestesses wear sort of like a white reddish robes, very very pleasant to look at, nothing like he is wearing.
I know a fair bit, surprisingly, but
yeah, out of character. I had this weird feeling that she was an elven goddess, dark elven. Is that right or not?
No, not in this.
No.
No.
Okay, fine.
Don't worry.
That's just me getting. It's just me getting it wrong.
Don't worry. You're good. If there's any more information you would like, I will definitely tell you as much as I can, my children.
When did the disappearances start?
Disappearance started about, I would say 2 years ago, but the disappearances is more like once every 3 months.
Almost like in time for a ceremony.
Perhaps, but we will never know, as I don't tell my flock to go out of the gates at night anymore.
There are rumours of cult-like activities taking place behind closed doors.
That's just rumours and hearsay, my boy. I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Okay, Paul twigs that he was very quick to deny that.
What do you want to do?
Does it sound like he's trying to cover something up?
Make an inside check of it.
Okay. 15. This is why you should never give yourself a low wisdom score.
So you can tell he's hiding something, but you don't know what.
So if there's nothing like that happening, where have the rumors come from?
People would like to make things up. It is their nature to put 2 and 2 together, my child. They're only gone missing, and they end up, well, like this poor soul here. There's nothing to worry about.
I mean, once every 3 months. Either that's a feeding schedule, or it's very organized and structured kidnap.
I can't say anything, my child, other than that. If you
Yes. I noticed you're somewhat reluctant to discuss this.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, you're awfully keen to dissuade us from considering the possibility.
I do not want hysteria or pandemonium to seep into my fair town. That is why I try to keep the peace and love between us.
Bruce picks up on this now, and Rue's also kind of quietly judging.
If you want, you can make it insight if you want.
Yeah, sure. "17.
You know for a fact that he's hiding something. Like, there's something deep down that he's really, really hiding. But he's doing his absolute best to try to keep it, away from your, ears.
I'm getting a bit tired of people hiding things in this town."
I am sorry, my child, I am not hiding anything. And if you do not mind, I'd like to finish the ceremony for this poor soul. If you want to stay this town, you can. But be warned, there is a curfew. And everyone must be in their houses by 8 p.m. Now, if you do not mind, and he just takes a little. He puts his hand on his stomach and bows to Lot, and then walks away to the grave where the two peasants have finished putting the coffin in the ground.
Rue is going to follow, just to sort of more make sure that this isn't some sort of a ritual thing that would involve waking the undead or anything like that.
So you stand there for about a good 5-6 minutes, and he is basically just doing a ceremony to praise this poor soul after they've lost their life and everything. Basically, help, basically blessing the coffin and everything. And then the two peasants or small folk start filling the hole up. And then you see him walk at the back of the graveyard and out of a little gate on the other side, round the back of the houses.
Are we... I mean, you said it's a graveyard. Is there a connected house or anything?
Maybe.
Oh, that's a good question. Right, which graveyard did I say it was? It was the west side, yes?
East.
East, so. No, there isn't. There's just, it's just, it's kind of out of the main town wall. But,
Right.
But he seems to have gone around the other side and gone out of a little gate that leads out on the other side and is walking away from the graveyard.
Rats. I was going to do some B&E. All in the interest of a well-intentioned investigation.
Of course.
If you give me until tomorrow, I might stand a chance of getting people to open up a little bit more. Something's definitely going on, and I'm not sure if the fact that we've now had two people withholding information and being less than willing to talk about things is coincidence or if it's connected.
There's too much that's suspicious here. One every 3 months, regular as clockwork, for 2 years. A curfew, simultaneous. simultaneously with rumors of a cult-like behavior? Wouldn't it make absolute sense to arrange for a curfew so you have the run of the streets yourself?
Something is definitely up. But we need to make a decision. Are we going to stay here for a night, or are we going to leave?
If we stay here, we have more chance of finding out what's happening.
Do we care enough to find out what's happening? That's what the big thing is.
Well,
is it down to us? I have no qualms either way. I'm just saying.
Our biggest enemy is a cult. Now, if there's cult-like behavior going on here, I want to find out about it.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying because we did have a set plan in mind, and if we've got to change that, let's make sure we're all on board with changing that, and no one else wants to say goodbye, go off. We've already lost enough party members. Let's just make sure everyone's on board first.
We would have to make camp soon anyway.
I say at the very least stay the night, make a decision in the morning, make sure everyone's had time to think of it and everyone's happy.
I think we should stay together.
I agree.
Hire a group room. If people are going missing, we could be being snatched in the night, and you won't know what my luck is like for being ambushed in my sleep.
Happens too often, that.
I mean, I don't need to sleep as much as the rest of you either, so if you just give me my time to just get what is necessary, I should be okay for the rest of the night.
Did the priest say when the last one was?
He didn't.
No.
For all we know, it could have happened only a few days ago.
It could even be happening tonight.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm saying I need, 4 hours? After that, can stay up.
We can give it the night. He said no one's up after 8 o'clock. If we have a look around after 8, see if there's anything amiss. If not, then we'll head off in the morning.
Besides, if we ask him many more times, he might get the feeling that we're drawing suspicion towards him.
And the brilliant thing is, if necessary, I don't have to be an elf. I do have the ability to turn into other animals. They said there was a curfew on people. They didn't say anything about animals.
True. And depending on what you choose, it will be easier to move around, get in and out of places.
Why on the wall is it?
I understand the chance, if anyone wants to come along, of potentially being able to make everyone a little bit more stealthy, should we decide we all go.
Well, I'm not exactly the most stealthiest one. Coming from a mile away.
It's something I'm very skilled at, as you know. I'm making myself appear like one of the gods.
Right, well, it sounds like we've got some sort of plan.
Yeah, there's a few things we can do.
What time is it, roughly?
Is late morning.
Late morning. Well, we've still got plenty of time.
let's make sure we've got a bed first. We don't want to have the risk of getting ourselves towards curfew and we're still waiting on getting a room. And with how dodgy these people have been, they say there's no room at the inn. And then we end up breaching curfew because we haven't got anywhere to go.
Well, something to bear in mind. Yes, I didn't trust their evasiveness either. But if they don't trust strangers in general, it might be more innocent than we're thinking it is.
It could be. But
I don't believe that either. But it's possible.
I still say let's just get ourselves a room as soon as possible.
Right.
You'll head to the only tavern in the town after you've asked the only people that are not running away from you. If there's a tavern, they point to the Nag's Head, where you see a very run-down but kind of welcoming tavern. You'll walk in, and this is where we begin tonight's session. So we're going to say thank you everyone for watching, and please like and subscribe and click the bell icon so you won't miss an episode. We still got 80 people who have not who are watching and are not subscribed. Please, if you want to subscribe to the channel and watch more episodes, please subscribe and click the little bell icon. But until next time, bye bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.